Gavin was an American who had just been left by his fiancée, about a homeless woman and her baby. With an act of compassion, he offered them shelter and allowed them to sleep in his house for a night. This seemingly simple decision would profoundly change his life. The next morning, when Gavin woke up, he realized something extraordinary was happening. What he expected to be just a momentary act of kindness turned into something much more significant. His jaw literally dropped when he understood the depth of this experience. This story reminds us that small acts of kindness and empathy can have tremendous impact. It invites us to reflect on the power of human connections and the ability to find beauty in the most unlikely situations. And so with the surprising voice, the journey of Gavin and the homeless woman begins to unfold, revealing precious lessons about love, partnership, and resilience. Gavin Mars, an American recently abandoned by his fiancée, found himself at an emotional crossroads. His life was about to take an unexpected turn. Accompanied by his wife, Olivia, he entered the doctor's office, anxious and worried. The doctor revealed something that shook Gavin deeply, something he was not prepared to face. Olivia, apparently more concerned with her own journey, remained outside the office while Gavin received the news. The diagnosis was not what he expected. Hope still lingered, but reality was relentless. Olivia, patient and focused on her own goals, was not willing to wait for uncertain results. She expressed her frustration, making it clear that Gavin's inability to provide her with an heir was unacceptable. However, as the couple left the hospital, Gavin witnessed a scene that changed everything. Sitting on a stool bench, a young homeless mother held a crying baby in her arms. Tired, worn out, touched Gavin's heart. He couldn't ignore the meaning of that mother, defenseless child. Defying Olivia, Gavin entered a nearby diner, bought food, and approached the woman. His simple yet significant gesture offered relief to the hungry mother. However, Olivia did not share his compassion. She honked furiously, reprimanding Gavin for his inconvenient chatter. That night, while Olivia slept, Gavin sat on the bed, tormented by the duality of emotions. The possibility of being a father seemed to have been taken from him, but the connection with that mother and her baby left him restless. He got up, determined, and walked down the hallway of the house, stopping in front of the door. What he would find on the other side changed his path in a profound, unpredictable way. Slightly opened door. Gavin turned the doorknob carefully, revealing a dark and dusty room. Moonlight filtered through the blinds, illuminating an old desk covered with yellowed pages. He hesitated for a moment, recalling the stories his grandfather used to tell about this room. It was the old study of the house, a place where secrets were kept and important decisions were made. Gavin sat in the worn chair, looking at the wall where a black and white photo hung. His grandfather, a wise and compassionate man, used to say that the key to the family's mysteries resided there. Gavin picked up the frame and studied his grandfather's words. His words echoed in his mind. Sometimes the truth is hidden, the world is where to find it. Gavin knew he needed to unravel the secrets of this room, for perhaps there lay the answer to his search and redemption. Choice, the edge of the bridge. Tears streamed down Gavin's face. The room, carefully decorated to welcome a baby, now seemed a scene of desolation. He sank into the armchair, immersed in darkness, and fell asleep right there. Days passed, and Gavin and Olivia returned to the hospital to receive the results of the last tests. As before, Olivia refused to accompany them, and Gavin entered the office alone, where the doctor revealed the harsh truth. He was infertile, never had biological children. The weight of those words was unbearable. Gavin left the office in silence. Olivia, without asking questions, already understood everything her husband was devastated. At home, Gavin sought comfort in her eyes, found only anger. Olivia expressed her frustration, blaming him for not being able to fulfill her dream of being a mother. The argument intensified. Olivia attacked Hulu, accusing Gavin of not being a real. Hurt and lonely, he watched his wife pack her things in a small suitcase. Desperate, Gavin grabbed a bottle of wine, seeking to numb his pain. Drink led him to bars until, drunk, he found himself at the edge of a bridge. However, as the couple left the hospital, Gavin witnessed a scene that would change everything. Sitting on a street bench, a young homeless mother held a crying baby in her arms. Tired and worn out, it touched Gavin's heart. He couldn't ignore the meaning of that mother, faceless child. Defying Olivia, Gavin entered the nearby diner, bought food, and approached the woman with the baby. His simple yet significant gesture offered relief to the hungry mother. However, Olivia did not share his compassion. She honked furiously at the mother Gavin for its inconvenient charity. That night, while Olivia slept, Gavin sat on the bed, tormented by a duality of emotions. The possibility of being a father seemed to have been taken from him. Connection with that mother and her baby made him restless. He got up, returned, walked down the hallway of the house, stopping in front of the door. What he would find on the other side would change his life and found another victim. Slightly open door. Gavin turned the doorknob carefully, revealing a dark and dusty. Moonlight filtered through the blinds, illuminating an old desk covered with yellow curtains. He hesitated, recalling the stories his grandfather would tell about this room. It was the old study of the house, a place where secrets were kept, important decisions were made. Gavin sat in the worn chair, looking at the wall where a black and white photo hung. His grandfather, wise and compassionate, used to say that the key to the family's mysteries resided. Gavin picked up the frame and studied his grandfather's wrinkled face. His words echoed in his mind. Sometimes the truth is hidden where we least expect to find it. Gavin knew to unravel this mystery. Perhaps there lay the answer to his search for meaning and redemption. Choice at the edge of the bridge. Tears streamed down Gavin's face. The room, carefully decorated to welcome the baby, now seemed to seem in desolation. He sank into the armchair, immersed in darkness, and fell asleep right then. Days passed, Gavin and Olivia returned to the hospital to receive the results of the last tests. As before, Olivia refused to accompany him, and Gavin entered the office alone, where the doctor revealed her emotion. He was infertile, yet had biological children. The weight of those words was unbearable. Gavin left the office in silence, and Olivia, without asking questions, already understood everything from her husband's devastating look. At home, Gavin sought comfort in her arms, but found no light. Olivia expressed her frustration, blaming him for not being able to fulfill the duty of being a mother. The argument intensified, and Olivia attacked Paul, accusing Gavin of not being a real mother. Hurt and lonely, watched his wife pack her things in a small suitcase. Desperate, Gavin grabbed a bottle of wine, seeking to numb his pain. The drink led him to bars until, drunk, he found himself at the edge of the bridge. There, clouded by, Gavin relived happy moments with Olivia. Memory of the room prepared for the baby turned to a curse. Doctor's voice echoed in his head. You will never be able to have biological children. Melancholy gestures approached the edge, cold rain warning him of movements of Satan. Questions tormented him. Why had he achieved so much material but could not share it with the family? On the brink, about to make an irreversible decision, Gavin heard a shout. Hey, young man. Someone was calling him from the darkness. Crucial moment, his path had changed completely. Next paragraph. Proposal. The unexpected intervention. The shout echoed at night, interrupting Gavin's whirlwind of thoughts. He blinked, confused, looked toward the voice. A middle-aged man with gentle eyes and grey courage. His face seemed marked by life, but there was a deep understanding in his gaze. You're not alone here, son, said the stranger. Sometimes the bridges we build are more than just concrete structures. They represent choices, connections, and opportunities. Gavin frowned, still dizzy with the drink. Who are you? Why are you stopping me? The man smiled. My name is Samuel. Here in those wall-faced moments when the darkness seems unbearable. But there's always a choice, even when it seems there isn't. Gavin down in the dark waters. My choice seems obvious. I'm not capable of my wife. Samuel shook his head. You're not just at the edge of this bridge, my friend. You're on the road. And sometimes the most meaningful journeys begin with instead the unexpected and the connection with Lauren and Lily. At first Gavin thought he was hallucinating, but as he squinted and focused, reality set in. A few meters away, it was the same woman with the baby in her arms he had seen outside the hospital. Exacerbated by the drink, he said, I remember you. The baby's cry had an unexpected effect on Gavin. The little one was pulling him back to life. He stepped away from the bridge's parapet and asked in a low voice, Why is she? Did I scare her? Lauren, the young mother, replied, If I don't eat, how can I feed her? The simplicity of those words hit Gavin like a punch in the gut. While he was about to give up on everything, other people were fighting to survive without even knowing how to feed their children. Determined to do something, Gavin invited Lauren and Woody to join him in a nearby store. Lauren, wary, chose discount items. Gavin insisted, Don't worry about the prices. Pick the better quality items. Lauren's gentle smile revealed her gratitude. They left the store. Gavin made an unexpected offer. I now live alone, and in my house, I have a guest room where you can spend the night. Lauren hesitated, but Gavin explained his personal situation and swore he had no ulterior motives. Baby Lily, as if understanding the conversation, smiled and laughed, filling the atmosphere with joy. Lauren, touched by Gavin's gesture, remembered the day he offered her a sandwich and a bottle of juice. At that moment, the man who had almost given up on her found a new connection. Amongst the jugglers, Lauren, Lily, and also the same goodbye. Next paragraph. Proposal. The night at Gavin's house. Lauren and Lily accepted Gavin's offer. The night at his house was filled with unexpected moments. Gavin improvised food for Lily, some cushions and blankets. Lauren, still wary, observed every detail of the guest room, as if trying to decipher the intentions of the stranger now offering them shelter. While Lauren rocked Lily to sleep, Gavin prepared a simple dinner infusion. Their conversation was cautious. There was mutual curiosity. Gavin shared about his life, his recent separation, his search for her. Lauren, in turn, shared more about her teenage struggle to survive in the streets, the hope of finding a better future. That night Gavin realized that the connection with Lauren and Lily was more than just an act of charity. They represented a second chance, an opportunity to give back, and find purpose beyond his own pain. As the house silenced and the baby slept, Gavin looked out the window, contemplating the darkness outside. Perhaps in that room he would find a new beginning. Lauren, in turn, imagined Gavin passing by the room every day, knowing he would never hear the laugh of the child inside. That space, once prepared for a child without care, now housed in hope, and even amid adversity, unexpected bonds could be forged. Next paragraph. Proposal. The morning that awakens possibilities. The morning arrived gently, filtering through the curtains of the guest room. Gavin woke up as expectation compelled him. Poured fresh coffee and warm bread, setting everything on a tray. Entering the room, he found Lauren still sleeping, with Lily resting peacefully in her arms. The smell of coffee and food awakened the mother. Gavin, in a soft voice, said, Good morning. I thought you might want breakfast in bed. Lauren was surprised by the gesture. While she fed Lily, Gavin shared his plan. You and Lily are welcome to stay as long as you need. We'll figure things out together. The words were sincere. For the first time in a long while, Lauren felt hope. The morning began with simple acts of kindness, marked the beginning of a journey that Gavin and Lauren. Each day brought new challenges and new opportunities. The bond they formed that night continued to grow, bringing light to their lives. She was cautious, but there was mutual curiosity. curiosity. Gavin shared about his life, his recent separation, his search for meaning. Lauren, in turn, shared more about her marriage, the struggle to survive on the streets, the hope of finding a future. That night, Gavin realized that the connection with Lauren and Will was more than just an act of charity. They represented a second chance, an opportunity to give back and find purpose beyond his own day. As the house silenced and the baby slept, Gavin looked out the window, contemplating the darkness outside. Perhaps in that he would find it. Lauren, in turn, imagined Gavin passing by the window every day, knowing he would never hear the laughter of a child inside. That spent, once prepared for a child who never came, now howled with new hope. Even amid adversity, unexpected bonds were forged. Next paragraph. Proposal. The morning that awakens possibilities. The morning arrived gently, filtering through the curtains of the guest room. Gavin woke up as expectation propelled him. Poured fresh coffee and warm bread, seating everything on a tray. Entering the room, he found Lauren still sleeping, Lily resting peacefully in her arms. The smell of coffee and food awakened the mother. Gavin, in a soft voice, said, "Good morning. I thought you might want breakfast in bed." Lauren smiled, surprised by the gesture. While she fed him, Gavin shared his plan. "You and Lily are welcome to stay as long as you want. We'll figure things out together." The words were sincere, and for the first time in a long while, Lauren felt hope. The morning began with simple acts of kindness, marked the beginning of a journey for Gavin and Lauren. Each day brought new challenges and new opportunities, but the bond they formed that night continued to grow, bringing light to their lives. Next paragraph, proposal. Building a new. In the weeks that followed, a routine developed. Gavin went back to work. At every weekend, he looked forward to returning home. Lauren found ways to complete, helping around the house, eventually finding a part-time job. Gavin, Lauren, and Lily formed an unlikely but harmonious family. Gavin's house, which once felt empty and sorrowful, became a home filled with laughter and warmth. Lauren and Gavin supported each other, facing difficulty together, and Lily, growing up in this environment of love and care, thrived. The unexpected meeting on that fateful night at the bridge transformed all their lives. Gavin found a new purpose. Lauren found stability. Lily, the love. Their story became testimony to the power of compassion, resilience, and beauty in human connections. Next paragraph, proposal. Journey ahead. Things change in their lives. Gavin, Lauren, and Lily faced obstacles and celebrated triumphs together. They learned that family is not always defined by blood, but by the love and support shared among its members. One evening, they sat together, watching the sunset. Gavin turned to Lauren and said, "I never expected to find a family in such an unlikely way, but I wouldn't trade this for anything." Lauren smiled, holding Lily close. "Neither would I. Thank you for giving us a chance." Their journey was far from over, but they faced with strength and unity, knowing that together they could overcome anything.